Good morning. Welcome to First Cup. My name's Jeremy, and this is my first cup of coffee. Today is Thursday, July 26th, and I was just yelling at deer in my yard. I'm like an old man, but I yell at animals. Sometimes it's the deer or the woodchuck or the birds being stupid and loud. Like there was a crow right there on the bird feeder yesterday. That was just it's really annoying because they just sit there and make annoying noises. And the deer was out there eating trees, eating my pear tree. I didn't like it, so we negotiated. So I'm exhausted. I'm utterly exhausted. Usually by the time Thursday rolls around, I'm pretty well spent. And then yesterday, after coaching CrossFit, I decided it was time to go do my own workout. But a friend really wanted to talk, and I'm glad we did. So, 8:45, I walk in the gym for an hour plus workout. Good morning, Laura. We got people watching live. Hooray! So one of the things I wanted to offer up today, now that I've been doing this for, I think this is like 3 weeks in a row, which is pretty cool. I stuck with something for 3 weeks. So that makes it a habit, right? Isn't that the official rule? Which actually science says is BS. That there's no finite thing because it depends on what it is. Oh man, here's what I wanted to suggest or offer. I don't know what direction to take this show. Clearly, I can do it. Clearly, the technical elements are there, and clearly, people are watching it. But like anything I do, I want to make sure that it's got as much value as possible. So I wanted to offer to the approximately dozen or so people who are going to watch this, how do we, by we I guess I mean me, how do I make it better? What what can happen with the show? So whether that's commenting in below, right, YouTube, or dropping me an email, jeremy@whistlekick.com. Just let me know. Here are the conditions, if you will. It can't require much prep time. It can't require any additional people. I have to be able to do it from my phone anywhere I get service. And it can't require me to put on pants. I have shorts, boxer shorts. It's really hot out. It's not hot, it's muggy. It was 94% humidity when I got home last night. And guess what? It's still 90 something percent humidity in my house. I'm not putting on pants. So, there you go. Let me know what you think. There was a thing. There was a thing I was going to say. Crap. Maybe I do have to write stuff down. I've been trying to avoid that because if I showed you my calendar, which I can't because it's on my phone, and you're on my phone right now, you would see that it's nonstop things, and I find it really difficult to write out or script or schedule other things. I just started another daily blog because apparently I needed that. I didn't, but the project that we're launching tomorrow, yay! Soft launch tomorrow. Might start hitting social media and everything Monday. We'll see. Depends on when the team gets that rolling. But there's a daily blog. There's 500 words that I'm writing every day. So I don't want to script this. But I guess bullet points aren't scripting, are they? I'm really resistant to this stuff. Can you tell? I know what I need to do, and on the things that I've been doing that way for a while, I do them. Like the podcast. Podcast rolls. Podcast is easy. Oh my God, podcast. I recorded an episode this week. Yeah, can I say this without anybody being able to figure out who it was? I recorded an episode of the podcast this week that I did not enjoy. That does not happen often. Where you're like, I'm just 10 minutes in, and I'm like, I don't want to talk to you. I think you are boring, and I don't want to spend my time speaking with you. Now, the episode came out fine. There was a tremendous amount of great stuff shared in it. Simple one word. You know, Scott is writing in about making this a Q&A show. I'm down for Q&A. Drop them in there. Ask away. This can be, I mean, I don't know if it would lose its appeal if this was like a daily AMA. Ask me anything for those of you that are Redditors. But yeah. I don't know. Ask me questions. Whatever. But this episode will drop in a few weeks, and some people like it, and some people will not like it. And maybe that'll give it away, because maybe every other episode is amazing, but I suspect not. I have a different relationship with these guests, because they're answering the things I say, not questions I ask them. Oh, yeah. There's the top of my head. I was kind of hoping the deer would come through the backyard. I could show you. They did not. So for those of you not in the Northeast, we had nearly a drought. I mean, it was like a month with hardly any rain. Everyone's plants were dying. Grass was brown. And we're on day 4 of 5 of heavy rain. And we have several more. So my garden's going insane. It's nuts. I was out there yesterday, and 2 of the tomatoes, all the tomatoes and the tomatillos, which I don't usually plant, but I grew them from seed and they worked. So I put them in the garden. I put cages on them when I planted them, and at least 2 of them have said "screw you" to the cages, and like ripped them out of the ground. Like literally, the tomato cages have come out of the ground because the tomato plants were like, rah, pulled them out. Yep. Can't stop nature. So for the 3 of you watching, you have 2 minutes if you want to ask me questions. Otherwise, I'm going to keep talking about my garden and the animals I yell at like a bizarre old man in the woods. What am I doing today? Go help out some friends. Go to the chiropractor, which, after last night's workout, I need. What else? Oh, I go pick up my nephew. So this might be interesting the next couple of days. So my nephew wanted to earn some money. He lives about 90 minutes away. So I'm going to go grab him, steal him from his parents. He's 13. And come back here, and we're going to just do projects. I'm taking the day off from work tomorrow, and we're just going to work outside and in the warehouse, and just get all those projects done that I haven't had a chance to. And I get to hang out with him. And yeah, that'll be a good time. Looking forward to it. If it rains really heavy, then it's all inside projects. Hopefully not tonight, because I think both of us will go stir crazy. He's kind of out there. Oh, there we go. There she is. That was my TV. Zoomy zoom. Yes, hello. Today on First Cup, a deer pooping. All right. So, she hears me. All right, so what are we gonna, what's the hook today? The hook today is that Sometimes you just got to go. You just got to do it. You don't necessarily know that you don't always know your path when you start going. I don't know about you, but it's for me sometimes I'll take a trip, like a road trip or whatever. I'll just get in the car and I'll just drive, and I don't know where I'm going. I don't even know how to get there because I don't know what the destination is. I just know I need to leave. And I think sometimes life is like that. You need to just start moving and let life figure it out. If you're consistent, if you're persistent, you'll find a way. And that's what this show is, and that's honestly, I think that's what my life is 90% of the time. I'm just trying to get there, even though I don't know where there is. That's the young one, so the mom's got to be around here somewhere, because this one is not on. I thought it was the young male that's around, but as I was looking earlier, while we were having conversation about eating my trees, it did not appear to be the case. Someday soon, this will be a sliding glass door, and I'll be able to just open the slider and get a different angle for you. But not right now. Oh, come on. Today, live on First Cup, we have deer eating grass. Slightly more interesting than grass growing or being rained on, which we also have. I'm still drinking my coffee, so if you guys leave, I'm not going to be offended, but I'm just going to let this roll for a minute. Oh, there we go. Let's see. How close can I get without this looking awful? Oh, it is the male. Scott says, nature's lawn mowing service. At one point, I really wanted to get goats because I think goats are awesome, first off. And secondly, I wanted the goats to cut my grass. But then I talked to some friends that have goats, and they said, that's a great idea in theory, but they're not going to eat the grass consistently. It's going to be very haphazard. So you will have patches that they don't touch. But I still love goats. There's this document that has floated around that I have printed and taped to my refrigerator. And it's titled like, oh, look, can barely stand up. Look how wide those front legs are. This is adorable. What to do when things go wrong, when life just doesn't feel good. And it's about, taking care of yourself and eating and stuff like that. And I hand wrote at the bottom, if all else fails, go watch some goat vids on YouTube. Because let's face it, goats are the best. Stop that. Animals are so funny. Yeah, that's definitely the male. So mom is somewhere because she would not leave him. Now, most likely, she's munching stuff herself. She's often in the woods. She's a little bit more cautious. Deer butt. So it looks like the spots are still there on camera, but they're not. That's just reflection because I'm shooting through the window. Those of you that may not know, deer have white spots when they're really young to help them camouflage with stuff on the ground because they're small and they lay down a lot. This is the longest episode we've done. Could rename the show Jeremy's Very Limited Wild Kingdom. It's a deer and a cat. Awesome. Thanks, dear. All right, that's about all I can handle of watching this animal right now. I'm gonna go make another cup of coffee. Hey, oh, different angle. Different angle. You can see my world map and chips on the table. And there is a hummingbird feeder on the front porch. Maybe I'll record from the front porch sometime. Fancy. All right. I want to thank you for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Remember, just sometimes you just got to do stuff. Sometimes you have to do it even if you don't know why you're doing it. Why did I just do this? Why did I just spend like an extra 8 minutes showing you all a deer? I don't know. I have no idea. I have no idea if you care. I don't know if I care. But it just seemed like the right thing to do at the time. And regardless, I'm going to learn something. Either that's going to resonate for people or it's not. Sometimes you just do, and you learn that way. I'm about to sneeze. All right, that's all I got. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.